Looking to set yourself up for success in 2025? It always helps to start the new year with a good plan to achieve your healthy goals. I'm so excited about this new year, and you should be too, and for lots of good reasons. Once again, my beloved Mediterranean diet beat the best to the pack to take top honors in the U.S. News and World Report's annual diet rankings for 8 years in a row. Isn't that awesome? What you want to know right now is how this #1 diet can help you cross your own personal finish line of healthy goals in 2025. So pull up a chair, grab a cup, and join me, because that's what we're going to cover in the next few minutes. There are plenty of good videos about the Mediterranean diet guidelines. Some of the best ones are right here on my channel, but this one is going to be a little different. I'm not going to cover the what and describe the pyramid. If you just want the guidelines, watch one of those videos or go straight to my new website and download some of the free PDFs that spell it all out. I'm not even going to cover the why. I'm guessing you guys already know what you want this diet to do for you. Whether you're interested because you want to lose some weight, take good care of your heart health, lower your cholesterol without a prescription, or manage diabetes. The experts still say the Mediterranean diet is the best way to go. I'm just going to do a deep dive into the how, because it hit me like a bolt of lightning. This is what you want. You just want to know how to put this healthy diet into practice, from breakfast to lunch to dinner, with a couple of snacks in between. So if that sounds like what you're looking for, stick around. It's time for breakfast. Talking about breakfast can be a touchy subject. Some people never have breakfast. Others, like me, can't wait to get up in the morning and enjoy a light meal to start my day. My body's been fasting all night and it's ready to be refueled. And there's plenty of evidence that starting the day with a balanced, healthy breakfast will give you the energy you need to get going and the brain power to make the most of the morning. Two things essential to my day. On a typical 2,000 calorie day for somebody like me, I make sure my breakfast covers about 300 calories, or 15% of whatever your calorie count is, balanced between some healthy protein, some energy boosting carbs, and some brain and heart healthy fats. For that protein portion, I rely on yogurt, cottage cheese, ricotta cheese, eggs, almond butter, nuts and seeds, and on special days, a slice or two of smoked salmon or cured ham. For the energy boosting power of slow burning, fiber packed carbs, whole fruits are #1. Whole grains like toast or oatmeal are #2. And veggies packed into an omelet or a smoothie are #3. And when it comes to healthy fats, because we all know they are essential to keep your brain and your heart healthy, I reach for extra virgin olive oil or some avocado, nuts, eggs, full fat yogurt, and my hands down almost everyday favorite, homemade almond butter. So let me give you a couple of examples of what my solid morning starts look like. I have completely adopted the Mediterranean approach to small bites between meals in order to keep fueling my energy levels and keep my blood sugar on an even keel, especially because we don't eat lunch until 2 o'clock, and I never last from my 7 a.m. breakfast without a little something. A mid-morning snack time is pretty simple. A piece of fruit, handful of nuts, a piece of cheese, hard-boiled egg. A well-rounded snack should total up to about 10% of your daily calories. So in my case, it's plus or minus 200 calories on an average day. And here are 3 more examples of what I grab when the hungries start knocking on the door. Lunch and dinner are pretty interchangeable on this diet. It's much more likely, though, that you'll have a big midday meal and a small late day meal. And it makes sense for all sorts of reasons. First, you're still burning a lot of energy during the day, so that lunchtime fuel is being put to good use right away. Second, if you eat a lot late at night, all that energy might disrupt your sleep, slow your metabolism, and it could be a reason for weight gain. I know it's tough to balance this one with busy schedules and family, but when you can, eat your biggest meal of the day in the middle of the day and lighten up, or at least eat earlier in the evenings. Lunch, or the big meal of the day, ought to account for about 35 to 40% of your calories, and always include some healthy protein, healthy fats, and healthy carbs. like these examples of what I ate last week preparing this video. Since we're taking a little break between lunch and dinner, it gives me just enough time to talk about a new project I've been working on. Most of you know how much I value your feedback. Since the start of this channel, I have read and answered every single one of your comments. So I hope I got this right. I think it's healthy meal plans built from tasty, easy recipes that you said you most need help with. So I launched a new website and newsletter to support the YouTube channel. Every recipe I've ever featured on YouTube since 2022 will be easier to find and print out with new PDFs. And every healthy guide about the Mediterranean diet I've ever offered will be right there too. And every week, I'll publish a new menu of the day with one special recipe to help you in the kitchen. Some weeks we'll make that recipe together on YouTube. Other weeks, the meal plan and the recipe will show up in your email box on Saturday mornings. So if you're interested, you can click on the link in the description below and see if this looks like something that'd interest you. But right now, I'm getting hungry, so let's get back to what we're eating today and talk about that mid-afternoon snack. By the time 5 o'clock rolls around, George isn't ready for dinner, but he's starting to think about hunting around in the kitchen for something to eat. And that's okay. It's not going to wreck his appetite for dinner later. It's just going to keep him from eating too much when we do sit down. Because we all know when we're hungry, it usually means we'll overeat. So having a little something like a mid-afternoon snack, whether it's a snack time savory or a tea time sweet, is a good thing. And just like the mid-morning snack, it should total about 10% of your daily intake. For us, a little pre-dinner appetizer of hummus and veggie sticks is pretty common, or some almond butter and apple slices. And if I'm out and about in a cafe with friends, a couple of olives and nuts or a small plate of tapas over a glass of wine has me covered. Dinner is the easiest meal of the day for me because it's usually a meal prep dish that I can just pull out of the freezer or the fridge and reassemble or reheat. When I've been working all day, and remember that typically includes some form of cooking, I'm pretty tired, and this is when I appreciate a little meal prep planning that I did at the beginning of the week. Especially because it's still important to get in those 3 keys to a balanced meal: healthy protein, healthy carbs, and healthy fats in a meal that's roughly 25 to 30% of your calories. So if I've thought about it and I have leftover chicken or grilled an extra piece of fish earlier in the week, made a double batch of quinoa or farro, and have dressing in the fridge ready to go, then assembling a healthy salad is a snap. Or taking a couple of portions of Tuscan white bean and veggie stew from the freezer and just heating it up. Or my favorite 15-minute air fryer dinner, roasted veggies and salmon with a side of couscous. Whatever it is, it's going to be pretty simple. But it's often the meal where dressing things up with herbs and spices makes simple feel special. I hope you'll join me this year on our healthy journey as we explore the best diet in the world together. I know you can achieve what you set out to do this year. There aren't any barriers that you can't break through. See you soon.